I've been working all fucking week, and I'm thankful for work. I'm thankful to have money, but it's just been stressing me the fuck out. I've been having to drive in Manhattan all week, and man, I thought people were stupid, but like, you put them in a car, they make some dumbass decisions. They like stop in front of you, they put on their flashes. That happened to me today. A guy just like, I was waiting to turn, and he just like goes in front of me and just puts on his flashers, and he stops. I'm just like, really, dude? This is a busy street.
I see that happen all the time.
It drives me insane. It's like you can't plan ahead driving in Manhattan because there's always like people making deliveries and shit, and they're parked right on the streets, and yeah, it's madness. And like part of me like respects it because like I'm all over the place myself, but at the same time, I'm just like, people, like, can we just watch out for each other a little bit?
Yeah.
But I know it's never going to happen. No. Maybe with the congestion prices. I know a lot of people are unhappy about it, but
yeah,
I'm like low-key really excited. I want these cars out of here.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be driving a car in Manhattan. Brooklyn, Queens, I get it. Keep your fucking car. You got a driveway. But in Manhattan, just like, can we keep it to bikes and pedestrians? Like, that would be so amazing.
Yeah. If only.
Yeah.
If only.
But, this is America. We're not going to give up our cars. We love our gas guzzlers and our Teslas.
Gas guzzlers, that's what they call me.
That's what they call me back home.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was me venting. How was your day, week, whatever?
Oh, it's been a week. So today was okay. I had to get up early and do a photo shoot, and then I had to run some errands and go to my other jobs really quick, and it was just a lot of walking, and it sucked because today was so rainy. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, this blows. But I got a lot done today, and I am proud of myself for that. This week has been a week. Okay, so there was this guy who I haven't even literally had the chance to tell you about, and it's already done.
Oh, shit.
It, like, already happened, and now it's done.
So,
sad.
It's been like 2 weeks since we've talked. I think.
So our date was on Thursday. We didn't like talk a lot on Hinge. He just like asked me on a date right away. And which I thought was like kind of scary because I was like, oh no, I don't even know what I'm like getting myself into. But I did it anyways.
That could be good or bad.
Yeah, I did it anyways. Mm-hmm. And all he said was to meet him on 72nd and Central Park West. And I was like, okay. So, and then that day I had a different photo shoot. And so I was really, really tired. And I was like contemplated even going. I was like, maybe I'll just reschedule. But I ended up going anyways. And we went on a little walk through Central Park. He didn't tell me at all like what we were doing. We were just like doing it as we were doing it. So we went on a walk through Central Park. And then he had a reservation at an Italian restaurant. And we went there and had dinner, and we like shared our plates and everything. Okay. Like it was really interesting. But then Well,
at the time, how did you feel? You think like this is cute? Or?
Oh yeah. Okay. It was cute that he like planned an entire date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just for me. It's the first day. It's just like I feel like you would be nice to know because you don't know the guy,
right?
Where you're going.
Yeah.
That's just my thing. But go on.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But I mean, people have my location, so like.
True. Yeah.
Whatever.
Forget that.
But, yes, and then after that, we wanted to keep talking, so we went and got drinks at Tiki Chick, and then he invited me over to his place, and by then the date was going really well, and so I did it, and then I stayed the night at his place, and then we made plans to see Challengers on Saturday.
I hear that's really good.
Yeah, and there was like a joke during the first date where he was like, oh, this feels like a like rom-com, like high school movie date in a way, because like the plans and everything. And so then he was like, so to continue on our like high school dates, I was thinking we could grab burgers and fries before the movie and then go to the movies and drink slushies together. I was like, oh, that's cute. Okay. And so then I did that and then stayed the night at his place again. And then he wanted to get breakfast in the mornings. We went to Maison Pickle, which is delicious.
Is he paying for all this?
Yes.
Whoa. So he got money.
Yes, he's a software engineer.
Oh.
Yeah. And so then we went to breakfast and all was well. And then at the end of breakfast, there was an issue where I was supposed to go in for a shift, but someone else asked to switch shifts with me. They were supposed to work, but they weren't coming in. And he lives on 85th and Broadway, which also is like, holy shit. He lives on 85th and Broadway all by himself. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah. Annoying. But
I'm just so resentful. I'm sorry.
But then I was like, oh, can I stay at your place for a half an hour as they like figure this out, so that way, because I might have to go in, and I work on 96, and so I didn't want to go all the way back to Washington Heights. So he said, yeah, that's fine. And so I went back to his place and we hung out for a little bit. And then even after like we figured out everything with my job, like he still just kept talking to me, and we just like cuddled up on the couch and like we're just chit chatting until 2 p.m. So the date started the previous day at 6:45 p.m. and essentially went on until 2 p.m. the following day.
Whoa.
And I really liked him. We had the deepest chats and talked about everything, and like we were so compatible on so many different levels, and like it was such a lovely time, and I like was getting really excited.
I'm waiting for the bomb. Like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
Yeah, so then I went home and I texted him and I said, like, I had a lovely time. Thanks for letting me stay a little bit longer than expected. And he said, I had a lovely time too, but I need to pull it up word for word.
Oh, God.
Yep. The suspense.
God, I'm
He
sorry.
said-
I heard software engineer. I'm like, oh, it's coming. Something's coming.
Oh, yeah. Don't you worry. He said, I had a really lovely time today too, but I don't think I can get there romantically, to be completely honest with you, and I don't want to waste your time. I hope you find what you're looking for, with a smiley face. Not even the emoji, the smiley face. And then if you go back in the past conversations, he uses emojis, but
What
he used a smiley face
the
for this
fuck?
one. Yeah.
What is wrong with men?
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
know.
Like, we're all so fucked up.
Yeah. And
Like,
so I said,
why would you talk to somebody for almost 24 hours? You hung out for almost 24 hours, and then he's like, no.
I just love that you got so angry. That's exactly how I felt. Because then I said, oh, okay, can I ask what it was? And he said, it's more of a feeling than anything. I just don't feel that romantic connection.
Like, it just, I don't know, it's like, why did he want to talk to you for so long?
And
Like,
why did he give me a kiss goodbye?
Yeah.
He literally like walked me out, sat with me while I waited for my Uber.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, I was livid.
Right.
I was very...
I would be too. That's really...
I was heartbroken. And I literally started my period that day too, so I was just like... Are you kidding me? It sucked.
It's just, I'm sorry. It's just like a man like that has everything he needs, and it just feels like he took advantage of you in a way,
Yeah. I was just like,
Even though
what,
he paid for everything, but like,
what could you possibly be looking for? Because it's like, how do you think, like, I don't know. It was insane to me, the connection that him and I had, at least for me.
Right.
Like, we literally did not stop talking to each other. We stayed up until like 4 a.m. talking to each other.
was he like faking it? Like,
That's what I don't know. I'm like,
You know?
damn, he's a really great actor.
yeah.
He said he did
Or he's a
acting in the past.
sociopath.
But like,
Oh, he's an acting past?
yeah, he acted in the past and he
Oh,
does
okay,
improv
okay.
now.
We should go to one of his shows.
Yeah, that'd be great. He sucks.
Yeah, that's really fucked up. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah, that
I'm sorry
happened.
that kind of keeps happening. It's just like you have these connections with guys, and then they're just like, never mind, sorry.
Yep.
It's just like,
That's just dating in New York City.
I know, and it's really frustrating, and
Yeah.
it's just aggravating. It's just like I feel like each time this happens, you lose more and more trust for people because
No,
you don't know
literally.
what's real and what's not.
Well, and it's like I told him, honestly, like it was kind of wild. I told him things that like I haven't told anybody just
Yeah.
because he asked, and like I'm open to talking about it, but like the fact that he asked, I was like, oh, this is so nice. Someone that's actually interested in getting to know me. Like he asked me things that my ex never even asked me, and like we were together for 6 years.
Yeah.
So it sucks to like open up to someone that much and then just to get like completely like, oh no, I don't like you.
Yeah.
Awesome, cool, thanks.
It's like he just flipped the switch off. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, lights are off now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like speechless. Like, I just can't believe somebody would. I mean, I'm sure it does happen a lot here, but it's just like, you got to get your priorities in line. You got to get your value. Like, what do you value? Like, you're just trying to get your dick wet, or you're trying to find a fucking relationship, know?
Dude, I don't know.
It's like,
It's tough out here.
it really is. It's like, trust me, I was out there for 10 years.
Yeah.
I fucking was miserable, And it's like, I really feel for people going through this shit because it really fucking sucks. And I've been there like millions of times. And yeah, I'm just losing hope with humanity when
Yeah.
shit like that happens. It's just like, you're just going to lie through your teeth and just fucking act like you really like somebody and talk them for hours and hours. And then make this decision like, no, okay, back to coding, you know, like,
yeah,
fucking.
and the fact that he said, like, I just don't feel that romantic connection, I was just like, what? Like,
then what the fuck
mean?
was all of the that whole night? Like, what the fuck was all that?
It was
you know,
insane.
Like, what do we call that then? If that's not a connection, what do we call that?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So that was fun. Also, Hinge Boy made a different Hinge Boy, the previous Hinge Boy.
Yes, the one who lives not far.
Yes.
Okay.
Who lives not far. It's Shakespearean almost.
Let's call. Well, we don't have a name for him yet. So
No, we don't.
The one who lives not far.
That's his new name.
Yeah.
He-
Can we make that the title this time? The one who lives not far.
Well, it's funny because he randomly texted me the other night. I haven't talked to him in a minute. And he said that he was walking around and asked if I was at the bar and asked if I wanted to get a drink. And I said, sure, whatever. And we chatted for a while and then he ended up walking me home. And he told me that he had listened to the last episode and he was like, I'm glad Upstairs made another appearance. And I was like, oh, it's okay. He's already disappeared again. And he was like, oh, damn, that sucks. But it was such an interesting conversation. I was like, oh, I really did not expect you to continue to listen to this podcast. So if he's listening now, hi.
Hello.
But
I don't know what you want from me.
Same. Fucking same. Because then he kissed me goodbye and I was just like, this feels so weird. Like
God.
It feels like a friendship where I just happened to kiss him goodbye and hello.
It's called a situationship.
It feels it's not even
Well, I don't think it's there yet.
It's not occurring enough to be considered a situation. That was the first time I've seen him in a week or two.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's just, I don't know.
Yep.
Men are out here horny.
Yep. That's the update on my dating life. I swore off dating for the rest of the month. I am not doing it. I also made a bet with one of my friends at the bar, and I win $100 if I don't date by the end of the month. So obviously I'm going to do that.
Does that include, having sex?
Well, I told him no. Okay. I was like, if Upstairs makes another appearance, I'm so sorry, that's not dating.
Yeah, that's just fucking.
That's
hey, brother.
Fucking.
Sorry, I just
brother.
Hey, brother, you want to fuck? That's just. I feel like we.
That's hilarious because that's actually something I would say to him.
No, right? No, I think that is. I feel like we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I'm sorry that happened. That's really fucked up. But I'm also not surprised because the tech companies are ruining America. So
yeah, he said that he works for a dating app, or he used to. I don't know if he still does.
Oh, then
I was like, that's
if it's Hinge, he's probably got a discount or something.
Oh no, definitely not.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it's c'est la vie. It happens. You know.
Yeah. Speaking of asshole men, today I was working, and it has nothing to do with dating. It's just my day. This I had to go pick up ice for my catering company, and we had to get it was 20 bundles of 8 bags. So I don't know, it's 8 small bags in one giant bag. I had to get 20 of those. Mm-hmm. And the guy who I bought it from, I knew the drill. I've done this before. I was going to grab the bags. He goes, oh, chill out there for a minute, bud. Chill out. We got it. There's a process to this. And so I wait for a couple minutes, and then he proceeds to go do the exact same thing I was doing. And I'm like, I was just really frustrated. I was annoyed because I'm just like, you made it sound like this was you needed a huge experience to pick up bags of ice and put them on a cart, but then you proceed to do exactly what I did. But because I don't work here, you gotta boss me around a bit, You know
how it feels to be a woman now.
I guess so.
Congratulations.
I mean, I don't want to compare this to women, of course, but I've always had a young face, and so I feel like I have been treated a little differently because I look young and weak, But it's nowhere near. I don't want to compare it to being a female. I just want to say I've just been dealing with that my whole life, and that's how I felt today. Whereas this guy just thought I didn't know what I was doing because maybe I had a young face and I'm skinny, And it's just if I came in there 6 foot buff dude, it probably would have been a lot different, But yeah, fucking men suck.
Yep.
People can really suck.
People can really fucking suck. Okay, so backstory. I was talking to my friend, Big Gerg, and I was telling him how I was feeling like really autistic in the moment because like I could feel my clothing on my skin and it was like giving me a lot of anxiety and I was kind of freaking out. And he responded and he said, "I am in awe of your tism."
Just fun play on words.
I thought it was really funny and I needed to write it down.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Cool. The next one is you know how I have an issue with being hydrated?
You just don't drink water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So water makes my stomach hurt.
Are you sure about that? Do you have proof?
I can't prove it other than what my tummy feels.
Are you just drinking too much water at one time?
No, I don't think so. I just think like it just like it I can feel it in my stomach and I don't like it. Like it feels heavy. Does that make sense?
I mean, I have felt that. It just doesn't necessarily last, I guess.
No, mine does and I don't like it.
So what do? Do you drink tea?
I just don't drink water.
You should drink like, I don't know, like a tea that's good for your stomach or something.
Red Bull.
Don't drink Red Bull. That's making it worse.
Sugar-free Red Bull.
That's aspartame. It's what causes cancer.
I also have my Diet Pepsi here.
You're not making a good case for yourself. It's just like, maybe...
Anyways, that's not at all what I had to say.
All right,
The reason why I say this is because the other day I was trying to be hydrated for once.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was drinking a lot of water. And I realized another reason why I don't drink water is because I have to constantly retuck my shirt back in every time I have to pee. And I have to pee like crazy whenever I'm hydrated. And that, like, I can't, it doesn't equal out, you know? It's not worth it to me.
So you would rather have a neatly tucked in shirt than drink water? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, nobody else can feel the pain except you. So
Yeah.
if you can tolerate it, that's good on you.
So I'm not drinking water, so there is no pain. That's what I'm saying.
What?
I'm just an dehydrated.
Unhydrated.
Unhydrated person.
Or, I mean, I'm sure you'd be tired. You'd be like...
It's probably why I hate my life so much, but... But my tip for anyone, which I also included in my notes,
Yeah.
is that if you want to drink more water, drink through a straw. 'Cause it's easier to drink a lot of water through a straw.
More fun.
Yeah.
I think...
Yep.
I mean, preferably a reusable straw, but, we're an eco-friendly podcast.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. My next one is a quote. My friends and I were chit-chatting after our softball game last week, and everyone was injured.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah. We're all old, and so, like, we're all trying to play softball for the first time ever, and, like, we all fucking suck. And, like, literally, we all, like, walk into the bar post-game, and we're all, like, limping and, like, have bruises and all these issues. So we were talking about that, and a quote that we came up with was, "The memories we make and the muscles we pull." And I thought that was really cute.
No, that is good.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get it tattooed on me somewhere.
Really?
Probably.
Memories we make, the muscles we pull. No, I feel like if you're not pulling muscles, you're not living life, you know?
Honestly, yeah.
It's like you're doing shit. Mm-hmm. How's it been going? Has it been fun?
We've lost every game.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't have expected
And that is why
less.
we said the memories we make and the muscles we pull. Worth it.
Hey, at least you're trying, you know? Mm-hmm. That's all that counts.
Exactly. My next one is, there's a really big issue in the world. I don't know if we've discussed this on the pod yet. I feel like maybe we have, but I'm not sure. Men's pockets versus women's pockets.
Oh, we've briefly talked. Did I talk about it to you?
Yeah, I think so, because you were talking about how you got women's pants, and I was like, oh, now you know.
Yeah, one time.
About the pocket pandemic.
Yeah, they're a nice pair of pants, but yeah, the pockets were too small. I couldn't fit my phone in it.
Yeah. No, women just don't have pockets. But there was a discovery made the other day between me and my friend. I think men's pockets are so deep so that way they can scratch their balls easier.
You know, that is a good point.
Thank you.
And it's like more discreet, I guess, if you're like scratching your balls in your pocket. Uh-huh. No, I mean, I can definitely relate to that.
Like, that seems like something a man would do purposefully, and then also created pants for women and said, they don't need to scratch their balls.
Yeah.
Why use this extra fabric for them?
True. And they have purses. What? They don't need to put anything in their pockets.
Yeah, and we don't need to scratch our balls through our purses either.
Well, don't you ever have to scratch the vag, you know? It's got to get itchy down there.
Yeah, every once in a while, and we just have to show everyone. We can't be discreet about it.
Yeah.
Our pockets don't reach. I don't think mine do. No.
Yeah, you would have to just do it outside.
You just, yeah.
That's unfortunate. But it has gotten better. Like I see dresses with pockets now.
Yes.
I'll see. I mean, I think jeans are still suffering, but I've seen a lot of like dresses with that.
Yeah.
So I think if you keep making your voice heard, they will start making bigger pockets.
This is me making my voice heard.
Yeah.
My very last thing is just that nostalgia is dangerous.
Oh yeah.
That's all I wrote. But
Oh, okay. No, I relate to that for sure because lately I've had a lot of nostalgia, and I think I've told you this is I don't want to even say it's a guilty pleasure because I don't even really like the show, but I've really been watching it because of nostalgia. I was watching Zoe 101, and
I've rewatched that in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
In the last 5 years, yeah.
I couldn't finish season 2. It just was so bad. I couldn't believe I watched it as a kid.
I watched it all the way through. And then I watched Victorious after that.
Oh, I don't think I watched it Victorious. That came out after I'd done watching Nickelodeon. I was like onto Discovery by then. But yeah, it's nostalgia. It is dangerous because you have these fond memories. Well, in my case, like I have these fond memories of these shows and stuff, but they have a very dark past that we didn't know about at the time.
Oh yeah.
Like in that regard, but I feel like it's like that in many ways where you're nostalgic and maybe nostalgia makes things seem better than they were.
Yeah.
And so I've really been trying to talk myself down from all of that because it almost feels like fake emotions or like deceiving.
Right. No, definitely. I feel like you get that a lot, like after breakups too, where it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I've been noticing it lately. Like I was on the bus today and I just drove past Best Buy and I was like, oh, I remember less than a year ago, like me and my ex went there to go get my new headphones and which I was wearing. And so it just like felt weird. And I was like, aw. And then I was like, no, I don't feel this way. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I think in that moment, you just got to tell yourself, it's like, things are different now. Like,
yeah, like it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Because I've definitely had so many moments like that. And I think honestly, like, I don't know. I like to think that like living here makes me better at calling out bullshit, and nostalgia to me, a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it is bullshit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And, so that was just like a memory that, yeah, maybe at the time you were happy but like that was then, this is now,
Right. Yeah. It's tough.
It is. It really is. But I think the older we get, the easier it is to see that a lot of nostalgia is just, it's kind of just like
it's like the saying, like seeing the world in rose-tinted glasses kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the grass is greener on the other side. It's just like, I don't know where I heard this. Something I'll think to myself a lot is like when I'm feeling like envious of something, wishing I had something I don't have, I think to myself, okay, I'm thinking of it in the way as the grass is greener on the other side. To make my grass greener, I got to water my grass. What do I got to do to make my grass greener?
Oh, that's good.
And so watering my grass can be like, taking care of my mental health, like hygiene, like cleaning the house, like just the smaller things around my life that really contribute to the bigger picture that a lot of us kind of, we don't want to look at. It's a chore. But really, like, I think it's more important than we think it is. You can't look at someone else's lawn and be like, oh man, I wish I had that, when you clearly have the tools to have that.
Right.
But you're not putting in the work, you know.
Yeah, my brain always goes to just like if it was meant to be yours, it would be yours.
Yeah.
Or when it is meant to be yours, it will be yours.
Right.
You know, like whatever's meant to be will be. That's the way that I always kind of think about
it. No, 100%. I think that too. And
because there's been so many moments. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
There's been so many moments in my life where it's kind of like an aha moment of being like, that's why this didn't work out for me before. Like it was meant to happen now. Kind of thing.
Yeah,
like, I realize it in those moments of like, oh, well, now it makes sense. Like if that would have happened, then I would never have had this.
Yeah. No.
And whatever it is normally ends up being better than what I wanted in the first place.
Right. It's like it's also, there's also a saying called like, be careful what you wish for. It's just like, you may get something that you've been wanting for your whole life. And then you realize like, oh, this isn't what I thought it is. I've had that so many times. And it kind of helps me it helps me with patience, honestly. It's just like, okay, I do want this thing, but do I know, will it benefit me in the way that I think it will? You know, I think it's better just to take it one step at a time naturally and let things unfold gradually. And soon, you know, as you're patient, it will soon things will start coming your way that I think you weren't even expecting. Things that that are better than you expected. You know, I think that comes with a lot of like with manifestation too. It's just like if you manifest stuff, and you know, I think a lot of people with manifestation, they forget that there still is work to do with if you're trying to like manifest something. It's a touchy topic, but like I kind of believe in it in the sense that you need to still put the work in to manifest something. Yeah. You know, you can't just sit around like, you know, like a lot of religions do where they just sit and pray and then, okay, back to playing video games or whatever, you know.
Or like being a shitty human.
Yeah, being a shitty human. But no, you need it. Every single day is a practice and you need to make a stride toward that goal if you have a goal. But, you know, with goals with me, I tend to be super specific when you should be more broad and just allow different opportunities to come your way. That's at least what I've experienced.
That's what I feel like I'm kind of doing this year when I said the whole thing of like not having any like specific goals this year. It's more like broad spectrum type of thing of like, I'm just like letting the universe happen to me right now.
Yeah.
And
you're just feeling it out.
Yeah. And I feel like it's also a really great lesson for me because I've been the type of person who always needs like control, and I've always laid out my goals and there's always been a plan, and like I've always like figured it out. And it like my need for control is coming from a bad place. And I know that. And I talked to my therapist a lot about it when I was going to therapy and everything. And it was something that like we were trying to get me to overcome. And I feel like by not having any goals this year, I'm really allowing myself to like fix that part of me a little bit. Where I'm just like letting life happen to me, and it feels really good to just let it happen.
Yeah. No, I feel like you've really been accepting everything that comes your way. And I think
there's been some shitty shit.
Of course. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But
I do think I have been handling it really, really well compared to like how I could have been handling it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to happen regardless. And so it really is up to you how you react to it. And no, I think you are reacting to it from what I've seen in a decent way, you know, healthy way.
My therapist would be proud. Sherry.
Yeah. Lower your prices so she can go back to therapy.
Insurance, baby.
Oh, thank you.
One day.
Yeah.
My best friend just went on an entire long-ass journey to get Adderall again. And she has been struggling for months now trying to get it.
It's
and
still
been this big
scarce?
thing. It's scarce, but it's also like she needed to find a doctor who would be willing to prescribe it to her, because she's never had it prescribed to her in New York. And there's a lot of different rules in New York than there is in Michigan when it comes to...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're like more strict in New York about it. And then she finally got like everything done to like get it and got it prescribed. And then like it's scarce, so she like couldn't find it anywhere. She had to go all the way to Brooklyn to go get some, and still had to pay for it out of pocket because anywhere that her insurance covered didn't have it.
Man. But like at the same time though, Adderall is like kind of, people are discovering that it's not, like over time it's not good for you. Like,
oh really?
It works in the beginning, it works really well, but the more you take it and the more your body is like adapts to it, the higher your tolerance will be to it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that definitely happens. That's why I had little boosters. So, like, for me, I got prescribed 25 milligrams of extended release, and I would take that in the morning. And then I had 5 milligrams of instant release that I would take at like 3 or 4 p.m. just to get me through the rest of the day. But it didn't start off that way. Like, the boosters were prescribed to me after my tolerance built a little bit.
Yeah.
But it also depends on the person. Like, everyone needs different dosages.
Right. No, for sure. It's what is Adderall? Like, what category? It's
Stimulant?
no, but there's a term for it.
An upper? A downer? I don't know. It's a controlled substance.
It's like, is it, okay.
It's like
Correct
essentially
me,
cocaine.
Right. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it in like the meth category?
I don't know.
I feel like I've heard something like that.
It feels like it sometimes. God, I love me a good Adderall.
Yeah, I took one once and it didn't really do anything.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's just my tolerance. I don't know.
Yeah, I would give you one, but mine are. I'm running low.
No, yeah, keep them.
My
I just talked to I was low key trying to get some Adderall with my doctor, but I couldn't think of the name Adderall, so he prescribed me something else. It's not a stimulant though. It's
Vyvanse.
Maybe.
They gave me Vyvanse at first because it's a non-stimulant.
Yeah.
And they were like, "We're just worried that you're gonna have seizures," and I was like, I didn't know how to say I've already had Adderall before because I didn't want to I don't know. I guess they can't call the cops, but they can't call the cops. But I was just really nervous to tell them that I had taken
you were
it.
prescribed Adderall though.
I know, this was before I was prescribed it.
Oh.
Yeah, they gave me Vyvanse at first. It was the first time I was diagnosed and got the medication. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know how to tell them that I preferred Adderall without saying I've illegally bought Adderall and taken it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But the Vyvanse gave me headaches. So I got out of that real quick.
Yeah. Apparently, if it is that, it takes a while to kick in. It's going to take a couple weeks, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I miss Adderall so much. I
I
now need to go on the journey, but after watching her with hers, I'm just it's already such a journey for me to get insurance.
Yeah.
And then it's then I got to get insurance, and then I got to get a primary care, and then I need to tell my primary care that I need it, and then I need to see a therapist and do all the things, and it's
it's gonna be a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll be worth it, though. Mm-hmm. I feel like my focus has been struggling, so that's why I brought it up to him. Is there anything else we can try?
Yeah, it's tough out here.
Yeah.
I'm a completely different human being on Adderall. I'm a much better human being because I'm less stressed. I'm getting all my shit done.
Yeah.
Right now I'm stressed because I keep procrastinating everything, and my place is a mess right now. But also I don't really have a ton of time. I do, but I don't.
It's a mess for you, but for a normal person or for me, this would look great.
Oh no, this is stressing me out so bad.
But yeah, it's sad that it's scary. There's not a lot of it.
People need it and they can't get it.
Yeah, do we know the cause of that?
I think it's during the pandemic, so many people got diagnosed and prescribed it. And then it was also scarce because of the pandemic. So it was
they had the
2
time.
in 1. Yeah.
They were sitting around at home too long. They're like, you know what? I think I have ADHD.
Everyone went to a therapist during the pandemic. And then every therapist was like, you have this issue.
I think BetterHelp must have made bank.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. BetterHelp sponsor
I'm a little
us.
skeptical. I don't know. If they,
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard that there's another service that's similar to it that's actually better.
Oh, okay.
Better.
Better.
Better than BetterHelp. It's not funny.
It's called Best Help.
I hate us.
That one's for my roommate. I feel like he would laugh at that.
Oh my god. My friend at the bar, he made a joke yesterday because I said that all I had for food yesterday was a bowl of Easy Mac. And he was like, and I was like, I don't know what to eat now. And he was like, well, it's got to be difficult Mac. And he thought it was the funniest thing, and none of us laughed. And he was so sad. He was like, I thought I really did it with that one. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but you did not.
That is such a dad joke.
Yeah. But something else was said later on, and it made up for everything. So it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
But funny conversations.
Yeah. We all have our ups and downs with joking and comedy.
Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't land.
Yeah.
It's fair. Oh, my boss, the owner, he was at the bar the other day and he was like, Sven, I have a great idea. And I was like, oh yeah, what is it? And he said that he wanted me to design like little postcards with a QR code for the podcast. And he said that he would put something on the back to like advertise for him in some way.
What?
And he wants to put them out at the bar.
Has he listened?
I don't think so. I think he's
Maybe you should
only.
listen first.
I know. I think he's only like because he's on social media, and I know he sees the clips that we post on the reels.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
But like that's such a small amount of like what the pod is actually about. You know, it's like the best moments.
Right. It's a very edited.
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, totally. But like in my brain, I was just like, I do not need all of my customers to know this much about my personal life.
That is
like,
true.
So much of my personal life is on this pod, and which is totally fair. Like I'm putting it out there. Like obviously anyone can listen to it if they want to.
Yeah,
but
someone
like,
on the other side of the world.
But also like most of my friends don't even listen to the pod, and but they also can't. Like I'm okay with people listening to it, but I also don't want to like put it out there to like people that know me professionally.
Yeah.
I guess not professionally. I'm a bartender, but like you know what I mean.
Well, can like they put it out at the one that you don't work at? I don't know if that would help at all, but
Probably not. No. Either way, I love the sentiment, and I'm
But-
sorry if this sucks for us, but like I just don't think it would be a great idea.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think anybody would scan the QR code anyway.
I think people actually, because there's a lot of people at the bar who like they find out that I have a podcast and they're like, oh, what's the link? I'll give it to them, but also I can pick and choose who I give it to.
Well, yeah, and you don't want to be walking into work and people just like automatically asking you questions about the pod. Like that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. But yeah, that happened. Nice shirt, by the way.
Thanks, it's yours.
My hands will be off your
Even though,
balls,
how
don't
did
worry.
you get this shirt?
Isn't it funny?
Yeah, it is.
I got it from Urban Outfitters. It's on sale right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's from the men's section.
Okay.
But I thought it was funnier if a girl wore it.
Oh, you just reminded me. I need to buy a pair of jeans tomorrow. I'm working a wedding. I'm working a wedding in Dumbo tomorrow.
Also, jeans to a wedding?
Yeah, I'm serving. It's like they want us to wear jeans and a white button down. It's weird. And we're going to wear aprons.
Interesting.
I don't know. But
Brooklyn weddings, man.
fucking Brooklyn.
We talked about them last time. We're gonna talk about them again.
Yeah. It's in like the timeout market too. It's like, you know, these
Oh yeah.
these fuckers got money. you
Yeah.
know?
That's insane.
I don't know if I should. I could say that, right? I'm not saying the company.
No.
Okay. Or whose wedding it is.
No. I think all is well. I have gotten really into poetry recently.
Oh yeah?
I don't know why. I've never been a poetry gal. But like I went on my explore page and I was getting like these little quotes, and then somehow the quotes turned into poetry, and then I was looking at more of it, and then now it's like all that's on my explore page. But I really like it. And then I've had like little moments where I've decided to like write little things down, and I wouldn't call them poetry per se, but like in a way they are. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Cute little moment.
Did you find a new passion?
I don't know. The words don't come to me often, but when they do, I'm like, this could hit.
Yeah. I'm working on an album right now.
Casual.
Yeah, casual drop.
Casual drop. I'm working on an album. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty sweet. Hopefully, I would like it to come out in like the fall, but that really just depends on how much time I have to work on it over the summer.
Right.
Because I'm working a shit ton. But I was working on something the other day that I really liked, and it's just like, this is how big my ego is. It's like it's just like a good beat. Like I'm digging it. I have this thought. It's just like, man, what if Taylor Swift hears this and she like wants me to produce one of her songs? And I'm just like, no. It's like, why does my head go there? You know, it's like, can I just enjoy the fucking song, something I made, and not expect something huge to come of it? You know, that's what always happens in my head, and I'm so tired of it because there's always that disappointment when it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know? And I was gonna try that out at my next open mic, but that doesn't seem super funny. It's just it's maybe a little too real.
Yeah, I think so. But no, you're right. Like I feel like I have the similar issue where like whenever I get into like a new different type of art,
Yeah.
like different type of drawing or something, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna redo my art Instagram because I have one. And I post stuff too every once in a while, but anytime I post it and it doesn't like do as well as I was hoping it would do, I'd be like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm over this now.
No, yeah.
And I'm like, I shouldn't be doing it for that reason. I should be doing it because like I want to do it.
Of course, but I don't know. It's just our mindset, though. It's just like it's
Well, I feel like society has also ingrained into us that like everything needs to be a profit.
true. I mean,
Passions-
capitalist,
Yeah, like passions have to be profit now.
right?
And it's like,
it doesn't matter unless you're like going somewhere with it. Like, it's just like, can we just enjoy something for just what it is and not for what it could be, you
Yeah.
know? Like, that's, it's so hard for me to like wrap my head around that, because like just growing up in this country, everything is corporate for profit. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh wow, you're good at that. You should really like. I was like drawing at a bar the other day, and someone was just like, "You should be an artist. You're really good." It's just
yeah,
like,
the same thing happens to me all the time.
I just want to draw right now. Is that okay? Like, you know?
Yeah, someone at the bar told me that one time too, and they were like, "What are you doing with your life? Like, Savannah, you're so talented in all these different ways. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you're not fulfilling your potential." And it like really, he was saying it in a nice way, and like he was right. Like, I'm not, but like at the same time, I'm just like not in a place for it right now.
Right.
Like, I don't think I'm ready to fulfill my
Like,
potential.
Well, right now it's like art for you is like a therapy. Like, a lot of things are for people,
Right.
And the minute you bring money into it, then it becomes a job.
Exactly.
I'm more of an
And,
advocate for
you
just
know,
doing
it's your
things
decision
because you love
if you
it,
want
not
that to
because
happen
you
or
think
not,
you're
you know?
gonna it's like me doing
explode.
comedy. It
Everybody's
just
gonna
felt
love
like
it.
a full-time
I always
job
have that
I was
conversation too when I tell people
making-
about the podcast,
you know, I was
and they're like,
losing
"Oh, well,
money,
why
and I
aren't you
was-
doing like this,
my
this, and
mental
that
health
to
was
advertise
going down.
it?" And
It's
I'm
just
like,
like,
"Well, because our
you know,
intention
what-
was never
And then you end up
for
hating the thing that you
listeners.
loved.
That was
Right.
never
You end
either
up
of
resenting
our
this thing.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
intention with it. It was just for
and
us to
I'm just
talk
I'm
about
more
our
of an
lives and share it
advocate
with
for just
people.
doing
It's
things
like we've
because
said
you
it,
love
this is like
not
a
because you
audio
think you're gonna
journal almost, like
explode.
where we're just
Everybody's
recording.
gonna
love it.
And I was
I
telling my
always have that
girlfriend this the other
conversation
day,
too
it's
when
like,
I
this
tell
is
people about the
something
podcast, and they're
I
like,
can
"Oh, well,
look
why are you
back
doing
in
like this, this, and that
20,
to
40
advertise it?"
years
And I'm like,
and be like,
"Well,
what was
because
I?
our
What was
intention
happening in
was
my life
never
in
for
2024?
I know, this really
listeners.
is
That
like
was
my
never
little like
either
audio
of our
diary for sure.
Yeah.
Because I talk
intention
about
with it.
so
It was
much
just
of my
for us
life on
to
it, but like
Right.
talk about
I
our lives
need
and
that
share it
because
with
like
people.
I've
Yeah,
already
it's like we've
forgotten
said it.
what
This is
happened
like
to me last
a
week.
audio
Like,
journal almost,
I just
like
yeah,
where
I
we're
forget
just
it. That's why
recording.
I had a vlog for
And
a
I was telling my
while.
girlfriend this the
Yeah.
other day. It's like, this is something I can look back in like 20, 40 years and be like, what was happening in my life in 2024?
I know, this really is like my little like
Yeah.
audio diary for sure.
Yeah.
Because I talk about so much of my life on it, but like
Right.
I need that because like I've already forgotten what happened to me last week. Like I forget it. That's why I had a vlog for a while.
Yeah.
Is because I was trying to remember everything in my life, and was forgetting it. And I've actually been thinking about getting back into vlogging recently because I kind of
Yeah.
I need it because I'm not remembering things still.
Yeah. That
It
or
was fun.
or I mean, journal. We've talked about that.
Oh yeah, I still haven't been doing that.
I've been slacking on my 5-minute journal. I haven't been going on it. I know, but I'm so fucking busy. I've had to wake up before the sun this week like 3 times, and I'm like, and that time I'm like, I'm not fucking doing anything. I'm getting my coffee. I'm going to work. Like, you know.
Yeah, last week I had this big project and I was up until 5 a.m. prepping for it, and then I had to be up at 7 a.m. to like actually do the project, and because it was the Tony nominations, and we have to like post the day of, and so it's just like me designing like. It's almost like 30. No, it wasn't 30. It was like 26 or 27 graphics.
Yeah, I think I saw your story.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit.
It was a lot
And
of-
Did they have any notes on it?
No.
Really?
No, they all loved it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to do graphics for a comedy club, they would want me to change so much, and it was so annoying.
Honestly, most of the time I don't get a ton of notes on my stuff. I guess it like works really well for the brand, which is a pat on my back, but
Yeah.
no, it was also like my genre of graphic design where it's like scrapbooky and eclectic, and like it was very
Right.
like nostalgia, like Y2K,
Yeah.
early 90s vibes.
Yeah,
And
okay. I mean, that's
like my expertise when it comes to graphic
Yeah.
design.
Well, that's the vibe of this podcast. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been seeing a lot of shows.
Yeah, the way that like comps work through my job is you never know when you're gonna get them, and there's like busy seasons and slow seasons, and right now I guess is a busy season because I've gone to 3 shows I think in the past month, and I'm seeing another show tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have to like write about it or anything?
No. It's just I get to do it's good knowledge for me to have when it comes to doing the graphics because then I can actually incorporate more of the show and like know what the vibe is.
Yeah, that's true.
And everything. So it does help or like come up with like ideas for like TikToks and stuff like that. But no, most of the time I don't have to do anything. I just get to go.
Damn, that's nice. And they're free? Shit. I've been wanting to see. I saw the first half of Harry Potter. I want to see. Well, did they make it all just one now, or is it still 2 halves?
It's still 2 parts, but like you see it all once.
Oh, so all in one sitting.
I think so.
Shit.
I could be wrong. I haven't seen
No,
it.
I heard about it. I only saw the first part, and I've been really wanting to see it. But I think they're making the movie version. I've been
I
seeing
didn't know
like
anything about it.
I've been seeing advertisements for it.
J.K. Rowling's trying to make a comeback.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I didn't know anything about that. I saw Hell's Kitchen is really, really good. Highly recommend.
Yeah,
I think I told you that.
And some other people have told me good things.
And then recently it got the most Tony nominations for a musical.
Whoa.
Well, not like ever, but like this season.
Yeah.
I don't know ever. Maybe ever. I don't know. But it was like 13 nominations, I think.
Something tells me like Book of Mormon like is leading.
I have no idea. Yeah, so it got hella Tony noms, which made me feel good about my judgment on the show because I was like, I really like this. And then it turns out it was actually really, really good.
Okay.
That one was good. I saw Olympica, but it is closing. I don't think it should close. I also didn't think it was great, but I don't think it should close. You know?
How long was the run?
Not that long.
Ooh, bummer.
Yeah.
They must not been
It was
pulling numbers.
it was a really interesting story because I don't think, do you know anything about it?
No.
It's about an artist in the 1800s, like World War I, World War II. Like both wars happen within the play and during the artist's lifetime. And like she was in Poland.
You mean the 1900s? Early 1900s? World War One and World War Two?
Is that no, it's the 1860s, no?
No. That was Civil War. Civil War was in the 1860s.
Google it.
1914.
God damn it. Well, I'm dumb. Well then, no, the play like started in the late 1800s then.
Oh, okay.
Because she was old by the time the war started or something. I don't know. Anyways, the show is about an artist during World War I and World War II, and she had to originally like say that she was her husband or a man essentially to get her work sold because that's what all women had to do. Back then because it wasn't appropriate for women to be artists. Yeah. And so I love that story is being told because we learn a lot about it in art history and like it sucks that there's so many women in history who don't get credited for their work. So I love that aspect. She's also bisexual, which is cool as fuck, especially in that time period.
Right.
And like it was a really interesting story. I just think it could have been executed better. And then I saw Heart of Rock and Roll on Wednesday, which is like Huey Lewis.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah.
I really like that one song that's in Back to the Future.
Yeah, the entire show is like all their music.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so 80s rock and roll.
And the show is 80s rock and roll. I thought the entire thing was going to be more rock concert-y, and it really wasn't. There was just like little moments of that. So that was nice. I was really scared at first, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay to see it.
Luckily you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my little theater review. I'm seeing Patriots tomorrow, which is a play.
Cool.
It was nominated, so that's exciting. It's been busy last couple of... I haven't had any days off. Sunday was my last day off, and it was unexpected. I didn't even realize. I switched shifts with a coworker, and on Saturday she texted me and she was like, I'm working for you tomorrow. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. But I was with that boy. And then he broke my heart on Sunday. So Sunday was a sad day off.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It didn't feel like a day off,
No,
emotionally.
Yeah. No, Tuesday was a rough one for me. My debit card got stolen, and I had to tell a Trader Joe's cashier that I couldn't pay for my groceries.
Oh, no.
It was really awkward, but she was nice about it.
Did you get it replaced? Is it all
Got it
as well?
replaced. I got the money back that was stolen.
Oh, money was stolen. Damn.
Yeah, they went to the liquor store in Dunkin' Donuts.
In New York City, where else would you go
know,
when you steal
right?
a debit card?
No, of course. So it's like you gotta be quick, you
Yeah.
know, before I locked it. But yeah, no, I definitely. It sucks when like you have a day off and you're excited for it, but then it's just like
It, like,
everything
turns
sucks.
into a mess,
Yeah.
Yep. I don't get any days off. I think my next day off is next Saturday. I hope.
Yeah.
Praying.
I've only been getting like Sundays off right now, and that one Tuesday. But yeah, things are gonna get busy this summer.
Yeah.
But I need the fucking money. I really want to fix my finances.
And you got a girlfriend now. That's expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, she understands. You know, she's been really nice about it. And
I think
yeah.
dating in general, like not even just having a girlfriend is expensive, but like
Right.
dating in general is expensive.
I would argue just going on dates with random people is
expensive, yeah.
Because you don't know what their expectations are.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because a lot of people want some like fancy shit.
Oh yeah.
And like,
I mean, that guy last weekend had to have spent at least like $300-$400 total that weekend.
Piece of garbage. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah.
I hate anybody who's rich right now. It's just like they don't know, they don't understand how good they have it. You know,
Yeah.
like you know I'm sorry. It's just it really bothers me when somebody has it all but they still need more. They're still seeking more. It's like no, dude, you have it. You have everything you need, but you just don't see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, my friend at the bar, he just went speed dating for the first time. And I was like, that sounds terrifying. And he was like, yeah, it wasn't the greatest, but he did say it was very cost efficient. So if you're trying to date cheap, you know,
Go speed dating.
I guess. Because you have he had 10 dates and didn't have to pay for a single thing except for like the cost of the speed dating.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it being fun. Like, how long do you have to talk to a person?
He said it was like 5 minutes, and I was like, that's a long time for speed dating.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not long
5
enough.
whole minutes? No.
What are you
that's
going to
too
talk
long.
about in 5 minutes?
Normally, if someone sits down in front of me, I know immediately.
Really?
I mean, there was that one date that I had like a month ago where
Right.
he walked into the bar
And
and
you're
I was
like,
like,
nope.
nope.
No, I mean, the past dates I've been on, there are some where I thought I knew, but then as time went on, I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But,
The ick grows.
yeah, it grows.
Once you got the ick, it's done.
Can't go back.
It's done.
But, I don't know. I guess it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Me either. My boss was talking about how I would be a good host for speed dating, and I was
well, I
like,
guess,
have we met?
Might as well.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. You would really have to be into it to
Yeah,
host. Like, you would
no.
have to convince everybody else that they want to be there.
Yeah.
And I don't think you would do
No, I'd be
'Cause
like,
you would be like, what
I
is
would be
going
like,
on?
bro, I don't want to be here
Yeah,
either.
right. That's funny.
Well,
All right. I think
we did it.
Yeah, we made it. But, well, I guess
it was nice knowing you.
you as well. I will see you potentially next week, unless something happens.
Yeah. We shall see, baby.
All right.
All right. Love you. Bye. Cheers.
Bye.